NBA championship
My boy went
has
down,
the
bro. My boy got
Oklahoma.
hurt. Yo, Tatum, first to Tatum, and now my boy Hallie, bro. Oh my gosh, yo.
Oh
Oh, poor guy, yo.
gosh,
Wish
bro.
him all the best, yo.
We're
Yeah, if
definitely gonna.
anybody talk about OKC, you don't hear about it. Congratulations. The whole Halliburton is good, bro.
Of course, Chris, Tyrese Halliburton. I think I heard a report today that they fear a torn Achilles, so we'll get into that soon. The 2025 champs, Oklahoma City Thunder, with their first NBA title in franchise history. Um, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander winning a Finals MVP to recap what might be one of the best NBA seasons by a single player of all
Yeah,
time.
man.
Capped off elusive Finals MVP. Um, yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder were the number one seed throughout the whole entire regular season and completed a Game 7 win on their home floor for the young core. And we're going to talk about Tyrese Halliburton. Got off the hard start in the first quarter. I'm sorry, in the first quarter, and unfortunately tried to play on that injured right calf, and yeah, we see what happened for it, and that's just the competitive nature of the athlete. He put it all on the line for his team in one of the biggest games that any of them will ever play in again. Um, but yeah, nonetheless, congratulations to the Oklahoma City Thunder. And before we get into it, we saw how dominant the OKC Thunder were throughout these playoffs, and they concluded it with being one of the youngest teams to an NBA championship. Hamzat, I'm gonna get it to you, bro. Do you think the OKC Thunder are at the start of a dynasty?
Jeez, that's such a hard question to ask after just your first win, bro. Like maybe if you won 2 years in a row, or like two or
Right,
3 years, then you could ask me that question. But dynasty, okay, cool. I gave you one this year, right? You started the season number one. You finished the season number one. That's a very hard task for a team to do number one.
right,
Number two, they have to win again, bro. I don't want to hear this dynasty talk about this and that. Okay, cool. You put a
right,
nice
right.
team together. You did gel well. All right, let's see what you do next year, bro. Like we said,
But they
think of
got
like
one of the youngest cores to build around. They got the most assets. They got the most youngest players. They got,
I get
got the
it.
best player in basketball right now,
I get it.
arguably.
I get that. But we got to see what happens next year. Anything can happen, bro. All it takes
Right.
is one person to
Okay.
get hurt, two guys not to play well,
Yeah.
and then that's it. Your season done.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
All right,
But they're on
Imran,
the right
Imran, I'm gonna
start.
shoot it to you,
You know
bro.
what is they got the good like a nice set of players to see where can happen from now until the next 3 to 4 or 5 years,
Right.
right? So you know what? They're lined up that way. So far, the stars are aligning that things are going to go their way, but time will tell. They're on the right path. Put it that way. They're on the right path, right?
Absolutely. Imran, what do you think, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. If they can just win another championship, you're not officially considered a dynasty if you don't win multiple championships in the span of a few years.
Yeah.
Just like the Lakers in the 1980s, the Bulls of the 90s, the Lakers of the early 2000s, and even the San Antonio Spurs as well too. I mean,
Hey, don't forget
yeah,
Golden State, bro.
yeah,
You gotta put
yeah,
them in there.
yeah, Golden State as well too. I mean,
Yes, sir.
another sad part I feel for this Oklahoma City team winning is the fans in Seattle, because we all know the Seattle SuperSonics left Seattle, moved to Oklahoma City in 2008, and this could have potentially been their championship in Seattle.
Nah, man, that's their problem, bro.
No, I mean it's
Oh man.
That's their problem, bro.
no, it's not. It's not.
Yeah.
But you gotta give it. My heart goes out to the fans in Seattle too. I hope you guys get that.
It sound like they had a hurricane, bro. And then they're all right, dog.
No, man,
Bro,
they're
they got the Mariners, bro. They
They
got the
got the
Mariners,
Mariners,
dog.
bro.
They're good.
They're all right, bro. They're fine.
And they got the Seattle what? Kraken?
They got the Kraken.
Then you got the Seahawks as well too. But I mean, yeah, but they're gonna get an NBA team back soon, and I
man.
hope they do as well.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
But one thing I gotta give it up to the executive for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and that is Sam Presti, for putting this team together. He has had so many great players on this Oklahoma City Thunder team, from Kevin Durant to Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George, you name it. You couldn't win the NBA title.
Carmelo.
You constructed this team through draft picks, the Paul George trade, and this year they have the 15th overall pick in this year's draft. You have a very young, strong core in players who haven't even reached their primes yet. They are the second youngest team in NBA history to win a championship. You got many assets coming their way. And this Oklahoma City team just had one of the most historic seasons in NBA history. SGA, Chet, and Jalen Williams are all eligible for extensions this offseason as well too. And
boy.
in the next 7 years, they have 14 first round picks and are in the midst of becoming the next dynasty in the NBA. If they can win another championship, of course. As we all said, we all know injuries play a factor in all of this, and whichever player has a bad season and whatnot. If all those things can fall into place how they had this season, they'll definitely be on the midst of becoming a dynasty. And this is the 7th straight year that a different team has won the NBA championship as well. So that's never happened in history as well.
And if that, to be all fair, the team in the prior doesn't won it. I'm pretty sure one or two of those teams we thought were going to be a dynasty. Right?
Yeah.
You thought Boston was going to be a dynasty?
I honestly, no,
Right?
not really.
What do you mean, bro? Everybody,
I didn't think so.
Oh my god, dude!
I didn't think so.
Absolutely. So many people are like, yo, Boston
got the
Tatum's got
bag
the
this
keys to
year,
the
bro.
NBA.
I didn't think so. I did not say Boston was going to win the title this year.
Yeah, you probably said that after Tatum got hurt.
No, I said Oklahoma City was winning this championship from day one.
Bro, I still believe a healthy Boston smoke. Well, then topic for day.
Anyways, that's another comment. I would say the two things about the dynasty part. I would say that, teams got to do more to show that they're a dynasty. Which is great that teams have won. The Raptors, again, if the Raptors have kept Kawhi, would they have been a dynasty? Boston, if they're healthy, would they have been a dynasty? So many things we can go over and talk about it. But I would say the one thing for OKC, they're as a management team, they shouldn't get complacent. I think they were great. And they have a lot of assets. They're in win. They are continuing to be in win now mode. Look at Denver. When people thought Denver was Jokic is the best player in the NBA.
It feels like they're a dynasty.
Right? Once Jokic and Murray, everyone was like, oh, no one's going to stop this two-man game. They got these role players, blah, blah, blah. Right?
One guy got hurt.
Look, they got complacent. They got complacent, lost in the second round. They didn't try to better their team. I think OKC has, I don't know why, I have a feeling that they need to cash their picks and go get a star to secure them a chance at another championship. Look what Golden State did.
Exactly.
Look what Golden State did.
That's what I told you,
Golden State won 2 championships. Golden State won 2 championships. And they're like, if we run back this team, we're not gonna make it back here. When it got Kevin Durant, right? So as the OKC Thunder, you got the best asset class. They need to go get someone like Kevin Durant to have a chance at a dynasty.
You could even there's still a chance for you to get Giannis as well too.
They need to get somebody to secure themselves that dynasty. Anyways,
yo, let me ask you a question, guys.
Yeah.
Does it just me, or does it feel like, I know they're one of the youngest teams ever win, but why do they feel like a bunch of old men, bro?
Maybe they're
there's the way they celebrate it. They're just very calm, very chill. They did a little champagne thing, but you know what? They look like they're vets. Like that's what I'm trying to say. They look like they've been there before, and it's very.
They're well coached, bro. They're well coached,
and I like that's what gives them a better chance. I think. Of taking,
right.
Even though they took they put their stake in the mountaintop. But I still think that they can still go places where, like,
they are. I know they will.
But I still, like you said, they got to prove it. This is a prove it. This is a prove it thing, bro. Like,
legacy is a far way.
You can stay and talk, but
absolutely, legacy, like you said, legacy is a far away. There's so many teams that we thought could be a next legacy, but nevertheless, congratulations to OKC on an unbelievable season.